Counterinsurgency is all about people, according to International Security Assistance Force leadership. And ISAF leaders say they're beginning to see a change in Afghan citizens. Air Force Master Sergeant George Maurer has more.
The Afghan population has seen over 30 years of conflict, and in some areas, illiteracy rates are as high as 90%, according to ISAF. NATO leadership says local citizens are often distrustful, and there are no quick fixes that will change conditions there. They say it's going to take a process of gaining trust over time, the kind of trust which can only be reached by interacting face to face.
And that way the populations really see your presence, they really feel the security that you bring, and then if you do that over a longer period, they start trusting you. But it takes time. There are no golden bullets that give a quick solution.
He called it a process of being there night and day. One sure sign of progress in Afghanistan, parents are now allowing children to play with ISAF troops as they patrol through villages, something that was unheard of just a few months ago. From the Pentagon, I'm Air Force Master Sergeant George Maurer.
A top military leader is giving his assessment on operations in Afghanistan. The briefing comes on the heels of increased violence. Several rockets were fired into Kabul Tuesday. U.S. military officials say one rocket hit the Kabul airport while others hit a traffic circle. Petty Officer Christina Moore continues our team coverage from our Pentagon Bureau.
The true center of gravity in Afghanistan is its people. This from Major General Curtis Scaparrotti, Commander Combined Joint Task Force 82 in Afghanistan. General Scaparrotti gave an operational update to the Pentagon Press Corps Tuesday, and during the briefing he said the Afghan people are the most important part of Combined Joint Task Force 82's mission.
Here in RC East, our main priorities are to protect the population, to help build the Afghan government's capacity to serve its people, and to help enable sustainable development to improve the lives of all Afghans.
General Scaparrotti continued, saying Combined Joint Task Force 82 carries out this mission through close partnering with Afghan government officials and Afghan national security forces, operating with the knowledge that the willing support of the Afghan people, not the Taliban, is keystone to the fight.
Here in RC East, we're working hard not only to counter the enemy's propaganda and misinformation, but to anticipate and expose them.
They're doing this, General Scaparrotti says, by preempting events and taking advantage of opportunities, as well as being proactive in seizing and retaining the initiative. Reporting from the Pentagon, I'm Petty Officer Christina Moore.
The Coast Guard celebrates its 219th birthday Tuesday. Since it was established as the Revenue Marine in 1790 under the Treasury Department, the Coast Guard has expanded its resources and responsibilities and currently serves under the Department of Homeland Security. Commandant of the Coast Guard, Admiral Thad Allen, says today's Guard is constantly evolving to meet the mission demands of the 21st century. That includes having men and women who are sensitive and responsive to change and equipment that is agile and adaptable. The Coast Guard includes about 90,000 active duty, reserve, and civilian and auxiliary personnel using more than 2,000 boats and 200 aircraft to save lives, protect property, and monitor the nation's waterways and coastlines. Coming up ahead on Around the Services, the Army introduces an initiative to improve golf carts for wounded warriors. We'll show you how that effort is helping injured service members get back on the course. But first, driving drunk. Soldiers are allowed to drink and drive to hopefully save lives. Stick around, Staff Sergeant Brian Buckwalter is back with more.